By the late Triassic, another group of furballs had evolved from the advanced cynodonts. Let's refer to these collectively as furballs number 2, a category. These had been referred to as mammals, the most basal mammals, although today there is a preference to refer to them as mammaliaforms, very close to basal mammals, but not the true mammals or crown mammals, which will be the subject of the next video. In the late Triassic, there are fossils of basal mammals slash mammaliaforms known as the order Morganeucodonta, which are found on 4 continents. They have more mammalian traits in that their teeth are only replaced once, and this is perhaps suggestive of the presence of milk production, since this transition from a set of infant teeth to a permanent set of adult teeth is associated with the milk producing mammals. These Triassic malleoforms were still primitive in that they still retained the reptilian jaw joint in addition to the mammalian one. They still possessed bones associated with the lower jaw that later mammals would lose. Their atlas sections were unfused. Their cervical ribs were unfused to their vertebrae, and other primitive features. As the late Triassic passed into the early and mid Jurassic periods, a number of other mammaliaform lineages evolved, such as the order Docodonta and perhaps the order Haramiyida, which were more closely related to the crown mammals than the Morganeucodonts were. These more advanced mammaliaforms had a jaw joint and lower jaw bones which were closer to the mammalian condition, hyoid bones which were more advanced, perhaps for better tongue movements and to enhance the ability of suckling, and the oldest definite traces of hair. So if one does not classify these as mammals, but rather as mammalian forms, this means that hair predates the mammals. One, the largest, Castrocauda, is similar to platypuses in its foot spurs, the webbing between its toes, and the more sprawling orientation of its limbs.